Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my top 10 favorite China Glaze polishes. Now I've already done my top 10 OPI, I've done my top 10 90 Lacquer, and I've done my top 10 Zoya polishes. So I'll go ahead and leave all of those videos. I'll leave actually my top 10 playlist link somewhere in the iCards. And I've already had a few people request my Essie polishes, Deborah Lippmann Butter London Glam Polish. Those are the ones that I'm going to be doing. I'm either going to do a top 10 or a top 5 depending on how many polishes I have in my collection. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with the toppers first. I have a few toppers here in my top 10, and my very first favorite topper is China Glaze's Fairy Dust. Now this essentially is just a very sheer, like, holographic glitter topper. It's just going to give you like a little bit of a sprinkling. It's not going to add too much glitter or too much shimmer. Pretty much the way I love to use this topper is with my textured polishes. This has a thin enough base that it'll actually still sink down into the texture, so it's not going to take away any of the texture from a textured polish, but it adds a little something extra. It kind of helps the texture pop a little bit, if that makes any sense. So there's also a gold version of Fairy Dust, and there's several dupes of Fairy Dust out there, but this is really my number one favorite China Glaze because I use it so often. I use it not only for textured polishes, I use it for any manicure that I just want to give a little something extra to. It's the original one. It's the original, like, sheer holographic glitter topper that I ever used. The next topper that I have is from I can't remember the name of the collection, but it was like the summer collection that came out maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and this is called Point Me to the Party. And this is a really, really cool glitter topper because essentially it's a whole bunch of semi-sheer neon glitters. And pretty much the way to wear this topper is on top of a white base because these are semi-sheer neon glitters. Over a white base, it's just going to make all of those glitters really pop. I've tried it over several colored bases and it does look pretty cool, but to get the best effect, to get that neon effect out of these glitters, it really works well. It really works best over a white base. Another polish that came out in the same collection, I believe it came out in the same collection, is called A Trap-eze, and this is a acrylic polish, so it has a white base. And it also has a whole bunch of multicolored metallic glitters in here. These are very, very vibrant colors. So they're almost neon colors. So these don't necessarily glow, but they're very, very close to it. They're very, very vibrant colors. And I really, really like this as an accent nail because it has every color of the rainbow on there. So it matches very well with any color that I put on my nails. So I have 2 neons that made it to my top 10. One of them was part of a collection and the other one is part of the permanent line. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the one that's part of the permanent line. And this is called Celtic Sun or Celtic Sun. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And it's pretty much just a bright neon yellow. It's actually not showing up as neon as it is. And this is pretty much like a bright highlighter yellow. And the only thing with this polish is that unfortunately, it doesn't have the best formula. So this is a neon that you actually do have to use a white base underneath it. So you would have to do 1 to 2 coats of your white base and then 2 to 3 coats of this depending on your application. So ultimately, you're going to end up with at least 4 coats of nail polish on your nails. This does dry down matte, so you are going to need a glossy top coat to really make that color pop. But even though it has like a terrible formula, this is actually the best neon yellow that I have ever found. This is one of my brightest neons that I own. I really do think China Glaze does make some of the best neons out there. I really haven't found another company that does neons as well as China Glaze does. So the next favorite that I have is again part of that summer collection that came out 2, maybe 3 years ago. And I actually enjoyed that entire summer collection, but this one was kind of the standout one of the collection because at the time I didn't have anything similar to this in my collection. And it's pretty much just like a pinky reddy color. On camera, it looks a little bit more like a salmon color, but it has a little bit of orange, a little bit of pink, and a little bit of red. It's actually very, very similar to Pool Party, but Pool Party is a neon that requires a white base, and the reason I like Ready to Rave versus Pool Party, it's a little bit more muted down than Pool Party. But Ready to Rave and all of the other neons from that collection didn't require a white base in order for it to be a neon. So some people say it's not really a true neon because it doesn't require that white base, but I absolutely love the formula of this polish. This is fully opaque on me in 2 coats, and almost all of the neons from that summer collection were fully opaque in 2 coats. So I really did enjoy the formula of it, and I enjoyed that it's one less step because you don't need a white base for it. So then the next 2 polishes that I have were actually part of my favorite holiday polishes to wear, and the first one is called Frostbite. Now, I absolutely love this color because it is almost a neon blue, or some people would consider it a neon blue because it has this glow about it. So it's this gorgeous, gorgeous blue color. It has a little bit of like a purpley flash to it, and it also has like this very fine opalescent shimmer kind of running throughout the polish. It kind of looks like a bowling ball, like a really glowy bowling ball. It's such a beautiful polish. This is fully opaque in 2 to 3 coats. It has an okay formula. It doesn't really stain my nails. Typically blue polishes tend to stain nails pretty badly, and I haven't really seen any staining issues with this polish, or I haven't heard of many people talking about staining issues with this polish, so I really, really enjoy this. And this is also another polish that's part of the core collection, so this is pretty easily found. You can find it at Sally's, you can find it at Ulta, or anywhere that sell China Glaze. So then the next polish again is part of my favorite holiday polishes, and this is called Ruby Pumps. So this is pretty much a red polish with a whole bunch of red like micro glitter or micro shimmer in there. This has a very similar effect to Frostbite where it kind of seems to glow on your nails. The glow from this one I think comes from that shimmer and the flash that it has in there, but the glow from this one is from all of the glitter in there. That micro glitter is very dense, and it just makes this polish come alive. I really hope the pictures do these polishes justice, because once I get both of these polishes on my nail, I just can't stop staring at my nails. It's one of those, like, it's almost a hazard to wear these polishes, because whenever I'm driving I get so distracted whenever I'm wearing either of these polishes. So my next favorite China Glaze polish is also part of the core collection. I don't know if I mentioned that Ruby Pumps was also part of the core collection, but it is. And this one is called Strawberry Fields, and this is pretty much just a very standard pinky polish, and it has a whole bunch of like gold shimmer in there, like very, very fine shimmer that kind of has a little bit of like a reddish or orangish like flash to it. It's really pretty, and what I like about this polish is that that shimmer is very apparent once you get it on your nails. This has a really nice formula, 2 to 3 coats to be fully opaque depending on your application. It's a really nice girly pink, but that shimmer is really unique because it does have that flash in there that it doesn't necessarily make this polish glow like the shimmer or the glitter in the other polishes that I talked about, but it has a little something extra in there that makes it a little bit unique. It makes this polish stand out. It's not just a standard cream. So I really do love this polish. The next polish I have here, I actually think I included in my 2016 nail polish favorites, and this one is called We Got The Beet. There was another polish in the collection, in this collection that came out. This was the summer collection of 2016, and this is pretty much a textured polish, and I can't remember the name. I think it's called Papadone Peach. It's the other textured polish that came out with this one, but I really, really love this one, and pretty much this has a whole bunch of like shimmer in it. It's like a gold shimmer, and that shimmer is the texture, but I really, really like the color combination of this, that gold and purple. It's kind of majestic looking. I don't know, every time I think of gold and purple I think of like some type of royalty. I really enjoy the formula of this, 2 to 3 coats to be fully opaque, and I enjoy that it's such a unique polish for a mainstream brand. I don't think I've ever heard of China Glaze doing a textured polish, and they don't have like a textured line. These were the only 2 textured polishes in that entire summer collection. And then the last polish that I have, I'm not sure when this came out. This was part of a Halloween collection, and I just really like the effect that this has on my nails. This is called Don't Let the Dead Bite, and I believe it was Miss Holly Berries who introduced me to this polish. And this is pretty much like a fleshy colored base with a whole bunch of red metallic glitter in there. But when you put this on your nails, it'll build up in 2 to 3 coats. If you do 2 coats, it's going to be a little bit more on the sheer side, so you're still going to see a little bit of your visible nail line. It's going to be very, very faint. If you do 3 coats, it is going to be fully opaque. But what I like about this is that it kind of looks like a flesh wound on your nails. So I did a manicure with this for Halloween, or I think I had some like blood dripping down on it, and I really, really liked the way this looked. It looks really cool on your nails. I was originally going to put Zombie Zest in here, but Zombie Zest is just such a hard to find polish that I didn't want to include it. This year I found myself wearing this polish more than I did Zombie Zest because I kind of don't want to use up my Zombie Zest because it's such a hard to find polish. So this definitely is one of my top 10, one of my favorite Halloween polishes that China Glaze has ever created because it's such a cool concept, it's such a unique combination, and it really does look cool for Halloween. So that's it. Those are my top 10 favorite China Glaze polishes. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed them. Please let me know what your favorite China Glaze polishes are down below in the comment section. I would love to pick up some polishes that I don't already have in my collection. I'd like to try out new colors. Please also let me know if there's any brands that you guys are interested in seeing my top 5 or my top 10 for. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am currently posting 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!